What do you do if your therapist doesn't pick up on something that feels really important to talk about? So this commenter was mentioning that in a recent therapy session, they were telling about a conflict with a partner, and they mentioned that their partner shook them by the shoulders. And they said it kind of casually because they were embarrassed and nervous, and the therapist didn't pick up on it. The therapist didn't talk about it, didn't ask about it, it didn't come up again. So first of all, I want to give this therapist the full benefit of the doubt. There are absolutely situations where we don't choose to pick at and challenge every little thing a client says. It can depend on the rapport, it can depend on the relationship, it can depend on where you're at in the session. Do you only have 10 minutes left? It can depend on what you've been working on. I really want to give this therapist the benefit of the doubt and say that there may have been a really good reason why they didn't address this. That being said, it makes total sense that this is something you want to talk about. And of course you wish that the therapist had just picked up on it so that you didn't have to be more uncomfortable. Now, I know this is going to be uncomfortable, but the simplest way to handle this is just to be super direct with your therapist and say something like, hey, last time I tried to bring something up that feels really vulnerable and scary to talk about, and you didn't really follow up on it, but it feels really important to talk about it. Can I talk about how my partner treats me during conflict? Depending on the boundaries that your therapist has, you may also be able to text or email that and just kind of give them a heads up that that's what you'd like to talk about, and then maybe they can take the lead on it. But again, that just depends on your therapist. The important thing to remember is that this is your therapy session and you deserve to talk about whatever feels important. And your therapist probably has really good intentions of trying to pick up on what feels important to you, but if we miss it, we rely on you to let us know what needs to be talked about. So I hope that helps, knowing that you can just be super direct with your therapist and say, this is what I need to talk about today. And you can even talk about hey, why didn't you bring this up? Did you hear me? Are you concerned about this? You can have that conversation too if you want. But I hope this helps. And if you have any other questions about how to address situations like this in therapy, let me know.